the look of that Mark 2, Escort Renee van Rensburg. Looks very, very nice indeed, and is ahead of that Alfa Romeo there, the Alfa Giulia, right behind the Ford Fairlane, number 63 Ford Fairlane, that will be starting this race. And that, of course, is Malcolm Ayton Bogart, Ferdy Mouton in the Mustang. Off the line as we go, there is Franco Donadio. He's getting a push start over here. And he should be a little further up at the sharper end of the field. Hopefully they can get that Escort going, which they have.
Here's a little bit of something to know. Franco Donadio's Escort, 210 kilowatts for a Cosworth motor. Yeah. It's standard of its own accord.
Standard.
Yeah, it's a standard on its own. You know what I'm saying?
It stands on its own. It stands.
Yeah.
It's mounted on its own. You know.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, he's magnificent. There's a lot of magnificent machines in here, always. And well, yeah, they now make their way on that warm-up lap. The safety car will be taking them around. A Mustang, a Master Drive Mustang.
I tell you what would be nice now, to sit in the back of that safety car and watch all these cars coming at you. It's absolutely beautiful. I've had the privilege of sitting in a pace car already and looking.
Same here.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, all these beautiful machines coming up behind you. I tell you what, you don't get a better spectacle than that. James Temple and Arnold Neveling at the front there. And, well, Rudy de Vos's Can-Am is in there. Michael Hitchcock, Malcolm Ayton Bogart. It's like a menu at a good steakhouse. You don't know what to choose.
I see Donadio's making his way through now, Francois. So he's well and cooking over there. And yeah, like you say, this is one hell of a menu. I'll tell you that much. One hell of a day out, I can tell you that much. If you're not here, come here. Call your friends. Bring them here. This is Ford and Friends and Power Series at Killarney. Francois, you'll see shortly over there that Mustang will pull right and we'll be going.
When last, looking around the circuit, now getting goosebumps again. When last have you seen people standing against the fence? That's what I'm saying. This is when you know racing is at its top draw.
Here they come.
Look at that balcony in the new pits. Everyone's there, that's anyone. Yeah, they come up towards us now. The pace car's pulled off. James Temple will hold them up. He'll come up towards the line under the City of Cape Town Bridge. Across the line, the lights will go off and we'll go racing. Rudy de Vos already hanging wide now. Waiting for the lights. Lights off and away they go. Temple gets the hammer down, makes their way down towards holes. Turn number 1. Temple's there. De Vos is up on his inside. Oh, De Vos is getting a bit of a fishtail as he hits the brakes there. Just too much power under hood. Rudy de Vos tapping there on fishing. Sort of fishing a little bit on the throttle there, but now he gets going. And Arnie Neveling in the Mustang, he sits up there. In, well, having look in 4th place. Well, he's trying to get in there. Definitely will have to wait now for that man. Where is Franco Donadio? Where is he? We're not seeing him. Is he making his way through the field? I don't pick the car up.
Well, watch them as they come around now through Interceptor here. He's in the pits.
Yeah, he's in the pits, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate over there. He looked like he was having troubles at the start there. He had to push start that car, and I don't think he's going to be going anywhere further for the foreseeable future. As you could say that, this is lap 1 of 8 now. Down the straight as we go. Look at that Chevy Can-Am. He's really going to make a move of it now into turn 5. Before turn 5, will take the lead right away from the Daytona. Now they're going to make their way around here once again as we see them come towards the line to complete their first lap of this race. It is now going to be the Chevy Can-Am that leads the way over the line now. De Vos ahead of Temple, Neveling in 3rd at the moment, but look behind them. That is where a nice little battle is going on.
Oh, beautiful stuff there on the front end now, but Rudy de Vos really peddling that Chef Can-Am up the Uber straight up towards Quarry Corner. Temple and Neerfeling sit there up behind him. Leander Toy there in the escort. He sits there in P4. And having a look at Michael Hitchcock up on the inside there of Aidan Bogart's Granada. They swing through. Oh, they rub a bit of paint there. Changing. Well, they're both white cars, so we won't see it too much as they work their way through there. Have a look at that big Chev SS fishtailing in front of Brian. Is it Louis Powell? Powell sitting up there in the Meisner escort. They make their way through Interceptor corner. Now they're going to make their way up the Tygerberg Straight. Cars there, nose to tail, line astern as they make their way up to Sarl Sweep. They're going to work their way down the back straight. It's not quite straight, but we call it a straight. And Rudy de Vos is absolutely murdering that Chevy Can-Am as he makes his way down to Pertamina Fostron.
Watch out now for Arnold Neerfeling on the back straight. He is now in the slipstream of the man in front of him. There is Brian Evans that stopped at the side of the circuit alongside the Armco on the back straight. Let's see what happens over there. But yeah, the leaders come now. It is going to be the Chevy Can-Am of the Vos that leads the way now still, as he is now extending his advantage ahead of the two behind him. But now look, it's going to be Neerfeling alongside of course, the man Temple, and he will take the second place right away from him.
Well, Ollie Broom is having a great outing there in that big Chevy SS, that orange and silver SS. He makes his way down into holes. He's keeping it all nicely together there. Louis Powell not too far behind him. Then it's Honeywell. And then the Jean-Ray Boertes in the Nissan Skyline. That beautiful red and white Sabre Skyline. That is really one of the all-time favorite looking cars around South Africa now as they work their way through. Going wide is Honeywell up the inside there. Jean-Ray Boertes, he works his way through out of Quarry down through the kink. Now the leaders already starting to stretch their legs, Byron.
Yeah, Jaco van Zyl, number 88 Anglia, has spun in turn 3, Interceptor corner. There are yellow flags waving in that section now, so that cancels out that section for a passing maneuver. Meanwhile, there's another Anglia and an Escort Mark II making their way to that position at the moment. And we'll see them as they go around there as well in turn 3. But there are yellow flags waving in turn 5, Pertamina Fastron, Francois. Somebody has gone beaching.
Yeah, someone's gone to go put their feet in the sand. Having a look here, here's a slow car coming past us. We'll try and pick up who it is. It's Steve Trutter. His escort going a little bit slow there, so he's got a bit of an issue. But Rudy de Vos, that Chef Can-Am, he's doing Can-Am proud, I can tell you what.
121.478, his fastest lap of the race compared to the 122.218 of Arnold Neerfeling at the moment. 2.1 seconds between them and, of course, the Ford that is following suit over there. De Vos, Neerfeling, Temple, Neon du Toit in 4th position at the moment, 900ths of a second. He's up into 3rd now. There we go. So he's coming along. And somebody is running on the outside of the circuit. That's
Steve Trutter that's put his hand up. He's basically calling it a day. He's just trying to circulate, stay out of trouble. Then it's Louis Powell in the Meisner escort. Jean-Ray Boertes in the Skyline GTX sits up there behind him. He's trying to close down. Jean-Ray having absolute fun in that car. That's also Kerry Blows' car who sits there ahead of Fatty Maton in the red Mustang. They go through the king. Kerry Blows having an absolute ball. That man, a ship engineer. He knows what he's doing. And the rest of the cars coming through. But have a look at this big tussle going into Quarry Corner, Byron.
It's a lovely one. Vance Kearney in there as well. I think that's Paige Lindenberg. That's right behind Barnard, the young 17-year-old in that GTE Opel Cadet. Then there's going to be Dion Conradi. They all go through turn 3 now. And they'll then make their way through that particular section as we also have Theo Claessen's GTX Nissan Skyline all running it through that section. Meanwhile, 4 laps left to go as Rudolf de Vos crosses the line ahead of Arnold Neerfeling. 3.5 seconds between the two of them. Du Toit up in 3rd. Aiton Bogart coming up the field quite nicely as well, the number 66. But look at Kerry Blows. He's been passed now by Ferdy Mouton. You can see on the screens here they're going to go to the line now.
Yeah, Ferdy Maton having a nice scrap there with Kerry Blows. Blows looks up on the inside.
It's like a motor for, of course, DDT, Neon du Toit, NDT, I should rather say.
Yeah. Well, that motor did give them problems yesterday. It looks like there's a bit of steam coming out there. So Neon says, don't worry about the car, it's fine. It's just probably a bit of water. All sorted there. But I can tell you something. There's a lovely scrap going into Quarry there by Kerry Blows and Ferdy Maton. They're having an absolute tussle through there. Not to mention our leaders. Well, I'll tell you what, Rudy de Vos absolutely blindingly quick. He's going down into Pertamina Fastron corner. He'll be coming out now. And we see the guys go down the back straight. There's Ollie Broom on screen for you guys, and coming down into there. But some of the cars being sorted out. Rudolph de Vos crosses the line. He's going down now into turn number 1 for the folk at home on screen. There comes that beautiful Chevy Can-Am. There he comes, that blue and white. Some lovely footage there from the camera, from the producers. You can see the little Bedin Datsun also on the side of the road there. And whoa, where do you look, Byron? Where's the fun at?
I'm telling you, you look everywhere, there's something happening. And what happens is now, it looks like James Temple is dropping down the field at the moment. Neanderthal up into 8th position. Watch out for where that machine is.
The Neanderthal is actually stopped on the inside of the circuit.
Sorry,
that
no,
motor, yeah, he's dropping down the order. He was there, but unfortunately dropping down the order. On screen there, Michael Hitchcock coming out of Sarl Sweep. Hitchcock back on the circuit. He had a bit of an issue. They Mustangs back out there. What the issue was, we don't know. We might find out during the lunch break. I might have a chat with him down on the fan walk. And Vance Kearney, Dion Conradi going down the main straight down towards turn number 1. There's a whole gaggle of cars. It looks like that little Opal's got a little bit of an issue as it hangs wide. And Ferdy Maton is pulling off. He's on the inside of the Uber straight. He's also got a problem. Carrie Blows has gone through.
That fair lane that is going through the field into turn 2 now, Francois. Going past, of course, the Barnard Opal is smoking. I don't know if that's bodywork that is rubbing against the tyre, or there's actually an engine malady here, and he lets it, he gets a tank slapper.
That's the tyre. That tyre's getting hot under there. I tell you what, a little bit of body rub. The back suspension, obviously a little bit soft, so the body's hanging on the tyres. A bit unfortunate. There's it on screen for the viewers at home, that golden red. I think that's, that's Van Sale over there. But coming through turn Sarl Sweep, that Ford Fairlane holding on for dear life. Yeah, it's definitely tyre smoke. You can see the rub as it goes through. The body rolls onto it, so it's all happening there as they make their way down the back straight down towards Perdimeter Foster corner. Paige Lindenberg's in there as well. She's driving through there, having a lot of fun. So yeah, and up behind her, Martin Bench in the Capri. He's out there. Oh, I don't know, there's so many beautiful cars out here, but still, Rudy de Vos leads out over Arnie Neveling. Aiton Bogarts in 3rd, Ollie Broom in 4th, Louis Powell 5, Jean-Andre Boerder 6, Andrew Honeywell 7, Carrie Blows 8, Van Rensburg in 9, and Nell down in 10. That's your top 10 as they make their way around the circuit. And well, we've only got 2 laps to go, and Rudy de Vos, I reckon at this moment in time, is untouchable.
Well, Cliffy Bacon come through to the 20th position, the 535 car, which is a BMW 535. Meanwhile, there comes the Granada Piranha of Glenn Aiton Bogart to complete the lap now. There comes the Granada. And then we'll be following suit over here. There's that Honda CRX in there as well. And that is one of the Mateers, of course. James Mateer in that car all the way from Somerset West. Louis Powell has got himself ahead there of the Skyline. So he's solidified that position at the moment. If I look
that's Jean-Andre Boerter, riding that lovely Skyline. But I tell you what, that little Meisner Escort of Louis Powell really licking up every part of this circuit as he has fun. Louis has been campaigning that Escort for longer than I care to remember. And we're talking about that red Fairlane going down the back straight, absolutely flying past the field as it goes down there.
Oh, it took rubbing his racing to a whole new meaning now, because his tyre is rubbing against the bodywork over there. Not really what we mean with rubbing his racing, but he'll take it nonetheless, and he's going past Vance Kearney.
In turn number 5 are your leaders. Rudy de Vos is there. 2 cars behind him. There's Arnie Neveling. He's got Cliffy Bacon there for good protection. Rudy de Vos coming up under the bridge. The checkered flag is waiting. It's going to be Rudy de Vos who takes the checkered flag. Arnie Neveling's in 3rd. Oh, man. I'll be 2nd. Sorry, I apologize.
1.3 seconds.
Yeah, we wait for here comes the Ford Granada of Aiton Bogart. He's had a brilliant race as he gets through there. Ollie Broom is coming through in that beautiful orange and silver Chev SS. Ollie's had an absolute jaw. The back end all over the show. Oh, and a little Escort going off in turn number 2 after the race. And Louis Powell, head there of Jean-Ray Boerder in the Sabat Skyline. Brilliant stuff. Next will come through Andrew Honeywell in the Golf Porsche. He's done fantastically well. And, well, I'll tell you something for nothing here, Byron. If I only came here today for this, I would have been happy.
I'm telling you, Francois, I think by the next race we'll be able to keep up just a little bit more maybe, because there was so much happening out there and so many entries. Yes, we had a lot of entries that either exited the race or didn't start at all, unfortunately, but still, so much happening in a short space of time. We need to catch our breath now.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can do that. We might have a bike race or two coming up, so we'll be back at that. But nonetheless, I sincerely hope that all you viewers at home and you folk around the circuit have had as much fun as we have up here in the tower. Some of the cars still finishing off. And man, absolutely brilliant stuff out there. And I don't think there's anybody that hasn't had fun here in this classic car race. We'll have another one. We're going to have another one. And then at the end of the day, the Fords and friends, and I think the friends are going to want to show up the Fords the way I'm looking at things at the moment. But let's have a look, see how the day goes.
Yeah, it's the all-Ford race later on. So I guess the friends have to sit back and watch a little bit. They'll be itching to be out there, but it's an all-Ford race. It is Ford and Friends. Welcome, everybody, wherever you're from.
Well, we just want to say to the folk down on the north side of the circuit there by the fruit terminal, go under the main grandstand there by the bull bar. We can see all the marquees and the tents up. There's a lot of folk down there. There's a beautiful show of vintage Ford cars. There's even a couple of roadsters. I've seen old Ford Cortinas there, Ford Granadas. If you are a Ford aficionado and a passionate man about Fords, it's the place to be. I tell you what, there's a lot to see there. The classic cars, like we said, will be on the fan walk at lunchtime. I'll go down. I don't know if you want to join me, Byron. We're going to go down there and go chat to the folk. We're going to have a look at those classic cars, pop the hood, have a look, V8 muscle, nothing nicer. So we'll see how that one pans out.